Hello everybody, I'm KevBottomy and welcome to another Minecraft Redstone video. Today we are in Snapshot 16w44a with yet another crazy redstone bug. So, before it was solid blocks, then it was air blocks, and now, looking behind me, you've guessed it, it's water. Water blocks and redstone are now best friends, and it's absolutely incredible. And as you can see, there's a little bit of a statue behind me. Now, as you can see, there's a glass pattern around the water block. That glass represents the area where a redstone dust or a redstone torch will essentially cause an update in the water block that the observer can pick up. Now, the fun part is it's actually two updates that the observer picks up, and we'll get to that in a minute here. So the first question you must be asking yourself is, how did I discover this? Well, I was actually playing around with Frostwalker. I wanted to see if the new observer block could work with Frostwalker for some remote sensing. Now, while that didn't work out as planned, I definitely did discover something interesting. So if we go over here and flick any of these levers, we're gonna see this redstone dust turn into a clock. And it doesn't look very reliable. I haven't tested its rates yet. But as you can see, this will happen on the sides, it'll happen on the bottom, and all of them can be controlled independently of each other. So for some reason, the water is updating specifically for each observer. Now that's really cool. So we've got these clocks, can turn them all on and off, and there is one other fun little feature here. If we turn that off and break that, grab a new redstone dust and place it down, you'll see that it starts turned off. Now, if we were to do that with the other ones, they would start going into the clock, but for some reason the horizontal ones don't update right away, but as soon as they're updated into that position, they'll start flashing like a clock. Alright guys, so this is kinda where the rabbit hole starts to get a little bit deeper. So, it's not just dust or torches that will update the water. It is any redstone update to a block adjacent to it. So, as you can see here, we have got 4 blocks against the wall, and if I say flick this lever, look at that. A very quick pulse is generated through moving the block up and down. So it's a very fast, compact, dual-edge monostable circuit, and you'll see here that it's actually completely tileable. So next we have a very interesting input. This is the tripwire hook with a string on it, and you'll see that simply walking on it, it ejects the block up and pulls it back down twice. And it'll do the same thing when I walk off. Now, that's really weird. So, presumably, the block is updating the water, as well as the tripwire hook is updating the water, and that's causing it to go twice. Now, if we grab a minecart real quick, you'll see that an activator rail will also cause it to eject once for going on and once for coming off. And this is the really fun one, because you don't actually have to change the redstone state of the block. All you have to do is place a block beside it that could change it. So, it also works for removing blocks. So if we break this repeater, we see the block go up and down. Place the repeater, same thing. If we use a comparator, same thing. So this is really cool for hidden inputs, and there's all kinds of stuff you can do with this. Absolutely crazy. Oh yeah, it also works with lava. But it doesn't just work with lava, it works differently with lava. So here we have one slice of this tileable setup over here, and attached to it we have the classic lever. So we hit the lever once, and we see a very slow extension and retraction process. So that is very cool. I have no idea how a change in redstone signal can take so long to be interpreted, but that is such a cool effect, as you can see over here, we have the clock set up. Now, this will work just fine for both the lava and the water, and as you can see, the water clock is much faster, and they also don't really sync up. So, very interesting stuff. I'm sure that this will come to play in a lot of future redstone mechanisms, but that's about all I've got for right now. Well, no. I've got a few more things. 1 second. Alright guys, so in front of me here you'll see some long lines of repeaters and stuff, and I won't get into showing you too much of it. It's not that interesting. I'm just locking the repeaters to see how long the pulse is, and the results are in. So on the close one, as you can see by the sign, we have 3.5 ticks for the time in between each pulse, and then for the full clock with the redstone block is a 7-tick clock. Now as you see with the lava, we get 15.5 ticks for the pulse length, and then that gives us a clock length of 31 ticks. Okay, now for the fun stuff. So, observer, 2 blocks of water, and an observer. Guess what? You can send a redstone signal through it. Well, updates, or whatever. Yeah! What about signs and transparent blocks and stuff like that? Oh, it works just fine. Okay, so I had to take it all the way back and see if good old air actually works. So, as you can see, we've got barriers that stop. So there's the last block of water here, it can't flow. So that's air, can place stuff there. And as you can see, the signal goes through. Now, I'm pretty sure that this was what Mojang intended to patch, but it still happens when there's water beside it. So to take that to the next level, I did the Tileable RS Norlatch array. RS Norlatch. They're not RS Norlatches, they're dual-edge monostables. Goofy me. So, this dual-edge monostable array using air and water. Yup, that's greasy. Redstone is now friends with water. This is so cool. I really kind of hope that this one stays. That would be kind of cool. Anyway, that's honestly about all I've got for you guys. So, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you find any other cool bugs, let me know down in the comments, or follow me on Twitter to show me your redstone contraptions via photograph or screenshot. And I will see you in my next video.